चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का टॉपिक यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स। वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स। Today's the topic is university wits. University wits, what do you mean by university wits? University wit, it is a phrase used to name a group of late 16th century English playwrights and pamphleteers pamphleteers who were educated at the universities Oxford and Cambridge and who became popular writers। कहने का मतलब है यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स एक फ्रेज वर्ड है और 16th सेंचुरी इंग्लिश प्ले राइट्स और पम्पलेटियर्स जो थे पम्पलेटियर्स उन्हीं का ग्रुप का नाम के लिए यूज किया गया है यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स, जो यूनिवर्सिटीज ऑक्सफोर्ड और कैम्ब्रिज में शिक्षा प्राप्त किए थे और इन लोग पॉपुलर राइटर्स बन गए। टर्म यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स वाज क्वाइंड बाय जॉर्ज सेंटबरी, ए 19th सेंचुरी जर्नलिस्ट एंड ऑथर। ये जो पद है, ये जो वर्ड है यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स, जॉर्ज सेंटबरी के द्वारा यूज किया गया है और एक जो 19th सेंचुरी जर्नलिस्ट थे और एक ऑथर थे। क्रिस्टोफर मार्लो, रॉबर्ट ग्रीन, थॉमस नेस graduated from Cambridge University, while John Lilly, Thomas Lodge, and George Pilley graduated from Oxford University। यहाँ पे देखेंगे जो प्लेराइट है क्रिस्टोफर और ग्रीन, रॉबर्ट ग्रीन एंड थॉमस नेस, इन्होंने ग्रेजुएट किए थे कैम्ब्रिज यूनिवर्सिटी, जबकि जॉन लिली, थॉमस लॉज एंड कैम्ब्रिज जॉर्ज पिली, इन लोग ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी से ग्रेजुएट किए थे। आगे देखते हैं ग्रुप्स इंक्लूड्स, जो ग्रुप में इंक्लूडेड जो प्लेराइट्स है और पम्पलेटियर्स हैं, जॉन लिली, जॉर्ज पिली, रॉबर्ट ग्रीन। आगे नेक्स्ट है थॉमस किड। Thomas Kidd, though he is not believed to study in any of university, but his style matched with authors of university wits। थॉमस किड जो है, इनको ऐसे दोनों यूनिवर्सिटी या कोई भी यूनिवर्सिटी में इन्होंने स्टडी नहीं किया, ऐसा बिलीव किया जाता है ना, इसको बिलीव करते हैं। बट लेकिन उसकी स्टाइल है यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स के जो ऑथर है उनके साथ मैच होता है, इसलिए इस ग्रुप में इसको भी शामिल किया गया। थॉमस लॉज, क्रिस्टोफर मार्लो एंड थॉमस नेस, 7 ऐसे राइटर्स हैं जो यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स जो ग्रुप है इसमें इंक्लूड है। आगे पढ़ते हैं तो इसका यूनिवर्सिटी विट्स का कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्या है। Characteristics of university wits: there was a fondness of heroic themes such as a life of great figures like Mohammed and Tamberlain। कहने का मतलब है कि जो हीरोइक जो थीम्स थे वो एक बहुत प्यारा सा है ना था, और वो जैसे मोहम्मद और टम्बरलेन जैसे ऐसे ग्रेट फिगर्स का है ना लाइफ जो दिखलाया गया है। हीरोइक थीम्स नीडेड हीरोइक ट्रीटमेंट, हीरोइक थीम्स हीरोइक ट्रीटमेंट की जो नीडेड ट्रीटमेंट कहा गया है। एंड द स्टाइल वाज आल्सो हीरोइक, और लिखने का स्टाइल भी हीरोइक था। The best medium of expression was blank verse, and उस समय जो एक्सप्रेशन करने का सबसे अच्छा माध्यम ब्लैंक वर्स था। नेक्स्ट, द themes were usually tragic in nature. For the dramatist or as a rule too much in earnest to give heed to what was considered to be the lower species of comedy. आगे कहता है कि ये जो स्वभाव में ये जो नेचर है अक्सर ये ट्रेजिक हुआ करते हैं थीम, जबकि फॉर द ड्रामाटिस्ट के लिए जो ड्रामाटिस्ट है वो एज ए रूल था, एक रूल है ना, एक रूल थे इतना ज्यादा earnest to give heed to what considered to be the lower species comedies. आगे हम लोग देखते हैं तो यहाँ हमारे पास वर्ड आता है हेड। हेड का मतलब होता है, हेड का मतलब होता है कि सावधानी पूर्वक या सावधान, ठीक है, देखभाल, ऐसे सावधान होता है, ध्यान। तो ये जो है बहुत ज्यादा क्या हुआ करते थे, तो बहुत ज्यादा इन ईयरनेस्ट जो बोलते हैं, ईयरनेस्ट का मतलब होता है, ईयरनेस्ट का मतलब होता है कि हम बयान देना, या हम बोलते हैं इसमें ईमानदारी या जो भी उत्सुक हैं, है ना, उत्सुकता, उत्सुक में यानी बहुत ज्यादा क्या थे, एज ए रूल टू मच, बहुत ज्यादा उत्सुकता में, बहुत ज्यादा, है ना, एक रोल के रूप में इन लोग थे, ठीक है। एंड गिव हिट, और ध्यान देते थे टू व्हाट वाज कंसिडर्ड टू बी द लोअर स्पीसीज कॉमेडी, कॉमेडी का जो लोअर स्पीसीज होने के लिए कंसीडर किया जाता था। दे लैक्ड humor in drama, and at all if some humor was brought it was an immature course। लेकिन क्या होता है कि इन लोग के जो ड्रामा होता था उस ड्रामा में हुमर का अभाव था, हंसी का, है ना, हास्यास्पद का अभाव होता था। एंड थोड़ा सा भी, और और आगे है सम humors वर ब्राउट, और कुछ humor कभी लाया जाता था, है ना, यानी अगर कुछ humors हुआ जाता, लाया जाता, तो इट वाज ए इनमेच्योर कोर्स, और उस दौरान में इनमेच्योर हो जाते थे, यानी थे। While Marlowe is the most famous dramatist among them, मार्लो को उन लोगों में से सबसे प्रसिद्ध ड्रामाटिस्ट माना जाता है, या जो है मार्लो थे। रॉबर्ट ग्रीन आगे है, रॉबर्ट ग्रीन, थॉमस नेस वर बेटर नाउन फॉर देयर controversials and argumentative pamphlets and creating an yearly form of journalism। यहाँ बोला कि रॉबर्ट ग्रीन और थॉमस नेस है वो सबसे बेटर जाने जाते हैं, वो उनके कंट्रोवर्शियल जो है, कंट्रोवर्शियल और आर्गुमेंटिंग पंपलेट के कारण उनको जाने जाते हैं, ठीक है। आगे है कंट्रोवर्शियल, ग्रीन वाज ग्रीन हैज बीन कॉल्ड फर्स्ट नोटोरियस प्रोफेशनल राइटर, और ग्रीन को बहुत नोटोरियस राइटर कहा जाता है। नोटोरियस जो है नोटोरियस राइटर कहा जाता है। नोटोरियस का मतलब होता है कुख्यात, ठीक ना, लोग प्रसिद्ध बोल सकते हैं फर्स्ट प्रोफेशनल राइटर में, है ना, लोग प्रसिद्ध यानी फर्स्ट लोग प्रसिद्ध प्रोफेशनल जो है राइटर थे। इन द पंपलेट, पंपलेट में कहता है ग्रॉट्स अर्थ ऑफ विट, यानी ग्रॉट्स जो है अर्थ ऑफ विट बाय ग्रीन के द्वारा है पंपलेट, ठीक है, इनका पंपलेट है ये। और there was a apparent attack on Shakespeare एज एन शेक्सपियर को क्या करते हैं ये एक अटैक करने के लिए प्रयास किए थे, ठीक है, एक अटैक किए थे शेक्सपियर पर और उनको कहा था अप स्टार्ट क्रो, ठीक है, अप स्टार्ट क्रो कहा था। ऑल ऑफ देम हु wrought in pre-Shakespearean style that separated them from writers of previous drag era. ड्रैग एरा को प्रीवियस ड्रैग एरा को कहा गया ड्रैग एरा, ठीक है। तो एक है ना, ड्रैग एरा मतलब भूरा एकाकर जो है एरा है, उसके राइटर से इन लोगों को सेपरेट किया गया, ठीक है। तो आगे हम लोग बढ़ते हैं और हमारा पहला राइटर जो आते हैं ड्रामाटिस्ट जो है जॉन लिली। जॉन लिली है, इनका जन्म 1553 टू 1606 तक रहे। He was an English writer, poet, dramatist, playwright, best known for his books Euphues, 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 The Anatomy of Wit, 1578, and Euphues and his England sequel to Euphues 1580। यानी कहने का मतलब है जॉन लिली एक इंग्लिश राइटर, पोएट और ड्रामाटिस्ट और प्लेराइट भी थे और इनकी जो अपना बुक्स जो था इम्पोर्टेंट्स है ना, यूफिवस था, जो यूफिवस इनका टाइटल है द एनाटॉमी ऑफ विट जो 1578 में आया और नेक्स्ट इसी का सीक्वल आया यूफिवस एंड हिज इंग्लैंड जो है सीक्वल रहा 1588 में, 1580 में, सॉरी 1580 में। ही वॉज बोर्न इन कैंट इंग्लैंड, इनका जन्म इंग्लैंड कैंट में हुआ था और हिज फादर वाज रजिस्ट्रार फॉर द आर्की बिशप मैथ्यू पार्कर, आर्की बिशप मैथ्यू पार्कर है ना, मैथ्यू पार्कर के एक रजिस्ट्रार रहे इनके पापा, मतलब फादर। ही वाज ए स्टूडेंट एट मैग, ठीक है, मैगडेलन कॉलेज, मैगडेलन कॉलेज के एक स्टूडेंट रहे ऑक्सफोर्ड एंड वेयर ही अर्नड हिज बैचलर्स डिग्री, और इन्होंने अपने बैचलर्स डिग्री प्राप्त किए हैं। ही स्टार्टेड राइटिंग कॉमेडीज आफ्टर 1580, 1580 के बाद इन्होंने जो है कॉमेडी लिखना, कॉमेडी शुरू किया। लिलीज प्लेज वर acted before Queen Elizabeth by the children of the chapel and by the children of Paul at the Black Blackfriars थिएटर, ब्लैकफ्रायर्स थिएटर पर जॉन लिली का जो प्ले था क्वीन एलिजाबेथ के आगे इसको परफॉर्म यानी एक्ट किया गया था, ठीक है, बाय चिल्ड्रन ऑफ चेपल और चिल्ड्रन ऑफ पावल जो ब्लैक फ्रायर्स थिएटर में। इन 1583 he gained control of the first ब्लैक फ्रायर्स थिएटर। बाद में क्या हुआ 1583 में इन्होंने फर्स्ट जो ब्लैक फ्रायर्स थिएटर का कंट्रोलर के रूप में प्राप्त किए। In 1632, Blount published 6 court comedies. ब्लांट ने पब्लिश किया 6 कॉमेडीज, कॉट कॉमेडीज। फर्स्ट प्रिंटेड क्या कलेक्शन ऑफ लिलीज प्लेस, लिलीज प्लेस का जो कलेक्शन था वो पहला प्रिंट हुआ, which included the following plays and presented by the children's of Paul. चिल्ड्रंस और पॉल के द्वारा ये जो है प्लेयर प्रेजेंट किया गया। इंडेमियन इंडेमियन 1591 में आया और कंपास्प 1584 and Sopho and Paho 1584 and Galatia 1592 and Midas 1592 and Mother Bumby 1594 में आया। लवर्स आगे बोलता है लव्स मेटामॉर्फोसिस वाज लेफ्ट आउट एमंग 6 कॉमेडीज से बाहर इसको है ना लव्स मेटामॉर्फोसिस को बाहर था, है ना, 6 कॉमेडी से बाहर है। Lily made a deep influence on Shakespeare. Love's Metamorphosis has deep influence on Shakespeare's Love's Never Lost. लिली ने एक गहरा प्रभाव शेक्सपियर पर बनाया और जो लव्स मेटामॉर्फोसिस ये जो है एक डीप इन्फ्लुएंस रहा जो शेक्सपियर का लव्स नेवर लॉस्ट पर। Galatia was Lily's has influence on Shakespeare, जो ये इन्फ्लुएंस था मतलब है मिडसमर नाइट ड्रीम्स। Proverbs all is fair in love and war. प्यार है ना, युद्ध और प्यार में सब फेयर होते हैं, सब ना अच्छे होते हैं। Has been attributed to Euphues. Next, Francis Meres places him among the best for comedies. है ना, उनको जो है फ्रांसिस मेरेस जो है उनको बेस्ट कॉमेडी के बीच में उनको रखता है। Ben Jonson named Lily among these foremost rivals who were outshone and outsung by Shakespeare. Next, the Met's Metamorphosis is a late Elizabethan stage play. Met's Metamorphosis जो है लेट एलिजाबेथ स्टेज का एक प्ले है और ये पास्टोरल फर्स्ट पब्लिश्ड इन 16th century। ये पास्टोरल फर्स्ट पब्लिश्ड हुआ था 16th century में। The play a comedy of considerable merit। एक प्ले है a play of considerable merit was published anonymously और ये anonymously published हुआ and its authorship has been a long standing point of dispute among a scholar although attributed to Lily। और ये जो कॉमेडी है ये अपना ऑथरशिप जो है लंबे तक ये डिस्प्यूट रहा, ठीक है, लंबे स्टैंडिंग पॉइंट डिस्प्यूट थे और स्कॉलर के बीच में, लेकिन अंत में जो यद्यपि इसको योगदान दे दिया गया लिली का। आगे नेक्स्ट मेजर वर्क्स ऑफ लिली। Euphues the title and Anatomy of Wit 1578. Euphues is a Greek word that means graceful and witty, well-bred man. इफ्यूअस क्या है? ये एक ग्रीक वर्ड है जिसका मतलब होता है ग्रेसफुल एंड विटी और वेल ब्रेड मैन, है ना, अच्छे से पाले हुए मैन। लिली adopted his name from the Roger Escames the school master। लिली जो है रोजर रोजर एस्केम्स रोजर एस्केम्स का एक वर्क था, उस वर्क से इस नाम को अडॉप्ट किया गया, लिया गया। द स्टाइल ऑफ दिस नॉवल gave rise to the term euphuism। और ये इस नॉवल का जो स्टाइल जो है ना, ये जो टर्म euphuism का राइज होने के लिए दिया, राइज हुआ। The play is about a young gentleman Euphues of Athens। प्ले में होता है, प्ले एक लगभग यंग जेंटलमैन है जो यूफ्यूअस है एथेंस के। यूफ्यूज में क्या होता है? यूफ्यूज्म इट इज ए पेक्यूलियर मैनर्ड स्टाइल ऑफ इंग्लिश प्रोज। इंग्लिश प्रोज का एक अजीब तरीके का स्टाइल होता है, स्टाइल है। इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ ए प्रीसियली ऑरेंट ornate and sophi- sophic- sophisticated style। और ये जो है एक प्रीसियली और ऑर्नामेंट, कीमती ऑर्नामेंट जो सजाव है उससे रहता है, और इनका सोफिस्टिकेटेड उलझन टाइप का स्टाइल होता है। एम्प्लॉइंग इन डेलिबरेट एक्सेस ऑफ लिटरेरी डिवाइस। और इसमें है ना, लिटरेरी डिवाइस का बहुत ज़्यादा यूज भी किया जाता है, सच एज एंटीथेसिस, एलिट्रेशंस, रिपीटेशंस, रिटोरिक क्वेश्चंस। ये क्लासिकल लर्निंग एंड रिमोट नॉलेज ऑफ ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ आर डिस्प्लेड। और सभी प्रकार का जो क्लासिकल है लर्निंग और रिमोट नॉलेज है, सभी प्रकार के नॉलेज को डिस्प्लेड किया जाता है। यू यूफेमिज्म यूफेमिज्म इट इज अ फिगर ऑफ स्पीच। It means exchange of blunt and unpleasant expression with sober and inoffensive on। इसका मतलब है कि ब्लंट और अनप्लेजेंट को एक्सचेंज करना एक सोबर और इन ऑफेंसिव वन के साथ। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, डोमेस्टिक हेल्प फॉर हाउस मेड एंड डिफरेंटली challenges for handicapped। डोमेस्टिक जो है हाउसमेट को हेल्प करता है, और इसका अंतर विभिन्न, है ना, अंतर है कि ये डिफरेंटली जो है ये हैंडीकैम के लिए डिफरेंटली है, अलग सामना करना पड़ता है। नेक्स्ट है यूफ्यूमस यूफ्यूअस हिज इंग्लैंड 1580 आया। इट इज a sequel Euphues, The Anatomy of Wit, Anatomy of Wit 15 1579 ना 70। इंग्लैंड कब आया था जी इनका वर्क? हाँ 71। कितना आ गया था? हाँ यहाँ पे ये 78 था। चलिए 78। चलिए नेक्स्ट है हमारा इफ्यूअस एंड हिज इंग्लैंड 1580। इट्स इक्वल यहाँ तक हो गया है। सिक्वल विट कंटेंस सिक्वल टू इफ्यूअस द एनाटॉमी ऑफ विट। इट कंटेंट द है ना वॉयज एंड एडवेंचर्स ऑफ इफ्यूअस। इफ्यूअस जो है एक है ना वेल ब्रेड मैन है, उन्हीं का वेज और ये दिखलाया जाता है। ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं। एक सेकेंड। चलिए नेक्स्ट की ओर बढ़ते हैं। Sappho and Peho 1584 में। It is a comedy by Lily. It is performed at Blackfriar Theatre. It is set in Syracuse. It is about the romance of Sappho and Paho, which was written on influence of Ovid's, Ovid's Alien. Sappho is the queen, while Paho is a young ferryman. Next work is Endymion. Endymion, the Man in the Moon, title, subtitle, 1591. It is a play by Lily, and Endymion is in love with goddess of moon, Cynthia, and they never got married because Cynthia was a goddess. ये लिली का एक पोयम है, सॉरी प्ले है, जो एंडेमियन जो है मून ऑफ गॉड सिथनिया से प्यार होता है, प्यार में है। लेकिन क्या है, ये दोनों जो है शादी कभी नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि सिथनिया जो है एक गॉडेस है। द प्ले प्रोवाइड्स ए विविड example of cult of flattery in the royal court of Elizabeth. इस प्ले जो है एक स्पष्ट रूप से एक फ्लटरिंग का एग्जाम्पल प्रोवाइड करता है एलिजाबेथ के रॉयल कोर्ट में। इट हैज बीन कॉल्ड विदाउट डाउट, और ये भी कहा गया है बिना डाउट, एंड बोल्डेस्ट इन कंसेप्शन, और कंसेप्शन में बोल्डेस्ट है, एंड द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल इन execution of all Lily's plays. Endymion is finally vacant of a kiss by Cynthia. एंडेमियन जो है अंततः जो है किस है ना किस के लिए जागा सिथने जगा, इस तरीके सिखने जरा जग जाता है, जगाया जाता है। नॉट एंडेमियन इज also written जॉन किट्स, जॉन किट्स के द्वारा भी लिखा गया है, और इट स्टार्ट्स विथ ए थिंग ऑफ ब्यूटी ए is a joy forever. Endymion was a handsome young shepherd prince loved by the moon goddess Selene. Next work is The Yeoman in the Moon, 1595. It is the only play written in blank verse by Lily. Pandora, the first human on the earth, is the protagonist of the play. पेंडोरा क्या है, इस प्ले का जो है प्रोटोगोनिस्ट है, और ये अर्थ का पहली औरत है। द प्ले हैज 7 planets एज कैरेक्टर्स। 7 इस प्ले में 7 प्लैनेट्स है जो कैरेक्टर्स के रूप में दिखलाया है। The play is set before the earth was created. अर्थ को क्रिएट करने से पहले ही प्ले सेट है। The play is a satire on human, और प्ले जो है वुमेन के एक औरत, जो औरत पर ये सेटायर है। The 7 planets were unhappy because their best qualities has been given to Pandora. 7 प्लैनेट है जो अनहैप्पी है, क्योंकि ये इनकी सबसे अच्छे क्वालिटी जो है ये पेंडोरा को दिया गया है। They all decide to despise nature, and Saturn, the eldest, goes first to demonstrate his power and afflict Pandora with his characteristics melancholy. सारे जो है डिसाइड करते हैं नेचर को डिस्पाइज करने के लिए और सैटर्न, लेकिन एल्डेस्ट जो है सैटर्न वो फर्स्ट अपने पावर और जो है अफ्लिक्ट डेमोस्ट्रेट करने के लिए पेंडोरा के पास जाते हैं, ठीक है, अपने करेक्टरिस्टिक मेलनकोली के साथ में। In the same way, Jupiter in Act Second, or Sol, the Sun, is in Act Third, Mercury in Act Four, or Luna in Act Five, all demonstrate their power. Next, in Act 5, under the influence of Luna, Pandora goes mad, and the fifth act में we find under the Luna का influence देखते हैं, इनके अंदर में पेंडोरा पागल हो जाती है। Next, at the end of the play, nature chooses to punish Astasias. नेचर क्या करता है, स्टेसियस को पनिश करने के लिए चूज करते हैं और चूज करते हैं। हस्बैंड जो है इनका हस्बैंड पेंडोरा का हस्बैंड है एस्टेसियास, बिकॉज ही इज इजली स्वेड बाय द ओपिनियन ऑफ अदर, और दूसरी की बातों के द्वारा उसको आसानी से क्या मैनिपुलेट कर लेते हैं, स्वेट कर लेते हैं। Stasia is condemned to be her slave and follows her in the moon. Next work is a Compass 1584. Lily depended on the nature history of Pliny, the elder of the tale, Alexander the Great, and Compass portrait is pointed by Apelles. Compass was the Lily's the first venture at the writing for the stage. Thomas Nash quotes from the Compass in his play Summers the Last Will and Testament 1592. थॉमस ने कोट्स करता है कंपास से अपने प्ले में, जो समर्स लास्ट विल एंड टेस्टामेंट है, जो 1592 में है। अलेक्जेंडर फॉल्स इन लव विथ ब्यूटी थेवन थेवन कैप्टिव कंपास पर। अलेक्जेंडर जो है ये सुंदर सा ब्यूटी थेम्पस के वजह के कारण से प्यार में ये हो जाता है, कैप्चर हो जाता है। गलथिया 1592। मॉडर्न कमेंटेटर्स हैव प्रेज्ड हिज प्ले। मॉडर्न कमेंटेटर अपने प्ले में जो है क्या करते हैं, प्ले करते हैं हारमोनियस वेराइटी एंड एलिगोरिकल ड्रामाचर्गी टर्गी नेचर ड्रामाटर्गी सहित। मिडास नेक्स्ट है हमारा 1592। This allegorical plays is based on Book 11 of Ovid's Metamorphoses. Then we have next हमारे पास आते हैं, और नेक्स्ट है हमारा नेक्स्ट है मदर बम्बिस 1594 1594 1594 it is vulgar realistic play of rustic life. Mother Bumbies is a folklore figure in the traditional ballet literature. Lily did not invent her, though he clearly added to her fame. She is mentioned by other writers as as Thomas Heywood in The Wise Woman and Hogarthden 1604 and next The Witch of Edmonton 1621 by Decker, John Ford and William Raleigh. In this play, the title character Mother Bombi specifically denies that she is a witch and calls herself a cunning yeoman. Next we have George Pili, birth in 1556, death in 1596. George Pili was an English translator, poet, and dramatist. He was most famous for his collaborative writing with Shakespeare on the play Titus Andronicus. Pili died of the fox, pox. Place, uh, place of George Pili. Arrangement, arrangement of Paris. Arrangement of Paris 1584. It was presented by the children of Chapel Royal before Queen Elizabeth in 1581 and printed anonymously in 1584. In this play, Paris is arraigned before Jupiter for having assigned the apple to Venus. Dinah, Dinah, with whom the final decision rests, and gives the apple to none of competitors, competitors but to nymph, a nymph called Eliza, a reference to Eliza, Queen Elizabeth. Edward I, 1593, famous chronicle of King Edward I. This chronicle history written in 1593 in, is an advance on old chronicle plays and marks a step towards the Shakespeare's historical drama. Next we have the Battle of Alcazar 1589, published 1594. The primarily historical source for the play John Paul Mohms. John Paul Mohms, the second part of the book Battles, fought, fought in our age 1587. Messinger believes that the Ulysses 16, 1631 was originally about the Sebastian. John Dryden wrote Don Sebastian 1689 on the same subject. Next we have the World Wives Tale 1595. This is the play, and the Old Wives' Tale is a novel also by Arnold Bennett, published in 1908. Arnold Bennett. It was his masterpiece satire on popular drama of the day. He has used the theoretical device of play within a play. Next, it is criticized as a confusing fu- fumble of theatrical nonsense. Others have called it a fantastical comic romance. The play has been identified as the first English work to satirize the romantic dramas popular at the time. The plot centers around three young men who became lost in the woods but are given shelter for the night by church. A blacksmith and his wife Magd, the ep- eponymous old old wife. During their stay, one retires to bed with clunk, clunch, while the other two are entertained by their hostess, who tells them a fairy tale and which to her surprise comes to life. Her characters appearing and telling it for her the play within the play. One extent of the plot involves two brothers and who are on an adventure searching for their sister, Delia, who is being held captive by the magician Sacrepent. Sacrepent compares Milton's Comus. Comus. The magician also captured the brothers. Eventually, they are all rescued by a knight added first a ghost and who is motivated by gratitude for the past acts of kindness by the knight. Next we have the love of King David and Fair Bathsheba 1588 published 1599. It is a biblical tragedy and Sir Kilomon and Sir Cl- Climate, Cli- Climates, Climates 1599. It is a tragic comedy. This work is best represents the characteristics of pre-Grenian dramatist romance. It opens in Denmark, rhymed heptameter verse. It influenced the several plays of Shakespeare as you like it, a midsummer night drama, and Cymbeline Henry Fourth Part 2. Next we have Farewell to Arms, the sonnet song written for the retirement of an aging knight, served for the Queen Elizabeth I. Next we have the university wits and dramatist Robert Greene, birth in 1558 and death 1592. It, he was one of the university wits, and he was one of the university wits, and he was very famous for his pamphlets as Green's 1592, Grott's Earth of Wit 1592, Robert Greene, and bought, bought with a million of repentance 1592. All these pamphlets or 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 are believed to be an attack on Shakespeare. सारे जो पम्पलेट्स जो है वो विश्वास किया जाता है यानी बिलीव किया जाता है कि ये शेक्सपियर का अटैक पर ही लिखा गया है और ये है पम्पलेट ही डिड हिज MBA from Cambridge and MA from Oxford University. He published many genres plays, romance, autobiographies, etc. etc. Green's literary career began with publication of Mammalia, Mammalia, a mirror or looking glass for the ladies of England, 1583. Dedicated to the Lord Darcy of the North. Green's romances were written in a highly wrought style, rough style, which reached its highest level in Pandosto, Pandosto 1588 and Mina, Menaphon 1589. Menaphon is dedicated to Lady Hall's, wife of the late deceased Sir James Halls. One song from the Menaphons, weep not my wanton, smile upon my knee. A mother's lullaby and to her baby son enjoyed immense success and now probably his best known work. Next we have next in addition to his prose works he also wrote several plays but none of them were published in his lifetime. It includes the Scottish history of James IV, Alphonsus, Friars Bacon and Friars Bungay, Orlando Furioso, based on Aristotle's Orlando's Furioso. When attacking Shakespeare, he used a term sec machine and to refer to actor. Green attacked Shakespeare as upstart Crow because at his end time Shakespeare he had been an upstart actor contributing on Henry VI and King John. An an upstart crow beautified with our feathers is a title cut from Gross Grott's The Earth of Wheat. Green wrote a looking glass for London and England in collaborations with Thomas Lodge. The com- comical history of Alphonsus, the King of Aragon, was also written by Green in 1590. Next, Green is most familiar to Shakespeare for his pamphlet, Grott's Earth of Wits, which alludes to a line, "A tiger's heart wrapped in a human's hide," found in Shakespeare's Henry VI, Part 3, 1630, 1620 3. Next, next we have A Maiden's Dream, 1591. It is dedicated to Lady Elizabeth Hatton, wife of Sir William Hatton. Plays by Green. Friars Bacon Friars Bungay, 1590, originally entitled The Honourable History of Friars Bacon and Friars Bungay, a comedy. Sequel John of Bordeaux or the second part of Friars Bacon. The History of Orlando Furioso, 1590. A Looking Glass for London and England with Thomas Lodge, 1590. It recounts the biblical story of Jonah and the fall of Nineveh. Nineveh. It is a sort. It is a noteworthy example of morality's play. The Scottish History of James the Fourth, 1590. Comical History Alphonsus, King of Aragon, 1590. Grots the Earth of Wit. Wit. It is printed for right by John Denter and John Olf. Grotsworth was repainted by Thomas Green, 1596. Thomas Nash denied it in 1594 in the edition of his book Pierce Pennyleaf, calling his work at is called tribal, tribal lying pamphlet. Other works of Green, Manilia, Mummy, Mammalia, Mammalia, and Farewell to Polly, Pen, Pendosto, and next Anatomy of Lovers, Flatteries, or Arbesto, the Anatomy of Fortune, or Euphues, the censor, censure of Philontus, 1587. Alicida Green's Metamorphosis, 1617, dedicated to Sir Charles Blount. Next we have Thomas Lodge, 1558 to 1625. He was a son of Thomas Lodge, Lord Mayor of London. He was educated at Merchant Taylor's School, Trinity College, Oxford, and he wrote defense of plays in reply to Stephen Gasson's School of Abuse. Lodge is a young juvenile of Green's Groats Earth of Wit. Next work is Margaret of America. It is the most important romance of Lodge in which combines Senecan motifs and Arcadian romance in the improbable love story. He made voyages to Cana- Canary Island. His dramatic works are A Looking Glass for London, England, It was written in collaboration with Robert Greene, The Wounds of Civil War. Prose, romance, and poetic work. Rosalind Euphues' Golden Legacy. This is the source of Shakespeare's As You Like It. An alarm against you usurers. It it exposes the ways in which money-lenders used young years into extravagance and debt. Aeschylus' Metamorphosis. It is a Ovidian verse fable. This is the source for Shakespeare's Venus and Venus Adonis, a fic for mourners. He introduced classical satire and verse epistles for the first time into English. Next we have next we have Thomas Kidd. Thomas Kidd, he was an English playwright and the author of the Spanish tragedy, very important Spanish tragedy, and Hieronymo is mad again. He was enrolled in Merchant Taylor School, and his fellow students are Edmund Spencer, and Thomas Lodge. There is no evidence that Cade attended any of the universities. जो है थॉमस किड जो है कोई ऐसे यूनिवर्सिटी में अटेंड नहीं किए थे, इसका कोई एविडेंस भी नहीं है. थॉमस हैवुड कॉल्ड हिम फेमस किड. थॉमस हैवुड कहता है उसको कि तुम जो है फेमस किड हो. The full title of Spanish tragedy is Spanish Tragedies Containing the Lamentable End of Don Horacio and Bel Imperia, with the pitiful death of old Hieronymo. His other work is Robert uh, Carneas Carnelia, 1594. Robert Robert Carneas Robert Carneas Cornelia. Other work. Play attributed to Kate in whole or in part include Suleiman and Perseda, King Lear, Arden of Feversano, Feversum, and Edward III. Thomas Hawkins discovered that Kidd was named as the author of Spanish tragedy 1773, and he cited a brief quotation from the Spanish tragedy in Thomas Heywood's Apology for Actors, which Heywood attributed to the Kidd. Francis Meras placed him among our best for tragedy. The, the Spanish tragedy was arguably the most popular play of Age of Shakespeare. Other works by Kidd are his translation of Torquato Tasso's Padre di Famiglia, published as a householder's philosophy, 1580. Robert Carneas Carnelia, 1594. He is also also presumed author of the pamphlet in prose titled The Murder of John Breven, 1592. In 1589, when Thomas Nash in his introduced to Robert Greene's uh, Phenaphemus implies the existence of an early Hamlet. The Spanish tragedy and Hieronimo is made again 1592, and it is a revenge tragedy. The term revenge tragedy was first used by A. H. Thorndike in 19th century. It is often referred to the works of Shakespeare, Ben Jonson, Marlowe. It is the stage as the Rose Roch Theatre for the Philip Henslowe in 1592. The Royal Shakespeare Company performed his this play in May 1597 at Swan Theatre. Ben Jonson mentioned the Hieronimo in introductions to his Cynthia's Revels, 16th century, and quotes for the play in Everyman in his Homer, 1598. Thomas Dekker suggests that the Ben Jonson in his early days acted himself as Hieronymo. खुद ही हीरोनिमो के वर्क करते हैं, एक्टेड करते हैं. T.S. Eliot quoted the title and the play in his poem The Westland. It was appeared in Orphan Pam, Pamuk's novel Snow. This play was the initiator of the style for many Elizabethan revenge tragedies, most notably Hamlet. The Spanish tragedy was the first in which appeared a play within a play. Appeared in a play within a play. Next quote: "The less I speak, the more meditate." Quote: "Not Thomas Heywood wrote Apology for Actors, 1612, in the reference of tragic Spanish tragedy. Main characters will we have the ghost of Don Andrea, the Spanish king, Duke of Castile, Don Caprian, king's brother, Lorenzo, the son of Duke of Castile, nephew of king, and Don Hieronomo, Hiro, Hiromo, the Knight Marshal of Spain, Isabella, wife of Hieronimo, the Portuguese Victory, Balthazar, prince and son of the Portuguese Victory, Belle Imperia, Duke Castle's Duke Castle, daughter and sister of Lorenzo, Don Horacio, son of Hieronimo and Isabella. So we have plot. Victory of the Portugal has rebelled against Spain, but they were defeated. But a Spanish officer, Andrea, is killed in the war by Prince of Portuguese Bal Balthazar, right? Andrea's ghost and spirit of revenge serve as a chorus, and King leaves Balthazar in Lorenzo's charge. Lorenzo's sister, Belle Imperia, was in love with Andrea, but after his death she fell in love with Horatio and was revenge the death of Andrea. Balthazar was in love with Belle Imperia, and their family concluded their marriage would repair the peace with Portugal. Lorenzo and Balthazar prepare to murder Horatio, and after Horatio is dead, and his mother Isabella is driven mad. Lorenzo lacks Bel Im, Imperia, but she writes a letter in her blood and to her blood to Hieronimo and informed him that Lorenzo and Balthazar are the murderers of Horatio. Hieronimo belonged to his Bel Imperia put on a play Solomon and Perseda. This is the first play where a play appears within a play. Under the cover of the play, they stab Lorenzo and Balthazar in front of the king, in front King Viceroy. And before I think uh, पहले हम गलत शायद पढ़े विक्ट्री पढ़ दिए हैं ये है वायसरॉय वायसरॉय Viceroy, King Viceroy, and Duke of Castile. Belimferia kills herself and Hieronymus bites out his own tongue to prevent himself from the talking under the fortune. After that, he killed the Duke and then himself. Andrea and Revenge are satisfied delivering suitable eternal punishments to guilty parties. Next, we have Christopher Marlowe. Christopher Marlowe, 1564, and death in 1593. Marlowe was born in Canterbury only a few months before Shakespeare. He is considered a Shakespeare's master in tragedy. He was the son of a poor shoemaker John Marlowe. He studied at Cambridge and in 1587, the age of 23, he conducted the Tamburlaine. He wrote only tragedy during 5 years of his writing career, 1587 to 1593. A warrant was issued for Marlowe's arrest on 18 May 1593, and no reason was given for it. He was starved to death by Ingram Fraser in 1593. Marlowe's the first play was performed on the regular stage in In London in 1587 was Tamburlaine the Great, about the conqueror Tamburlaine, who rises from the shepherd to warlord. Tamburlaine was a success, and it was followed by the Tamburlaine part second. The two parts of Tamburlaine was published in 1590. All Marlowe's other works was published posthumously. Ben Jonson coined the phrase Marlowe's mighty lines. The That means Marlowe's blank verse with its new vigor, force, and fire to suit his heroic themes. All the Marlowe's tragedy are one-man tragedy. Tamburlaine Must Die, 2004, by Louis Louis Wells novella is a novella that recounts the last few days of Marlowe's. In the place as you like it, Shakespeare paid tribute to Marlowe by saying him dead, dead shepherd. George Pili George Pili remembered the Marlowe as as Marley's as Marley, the muse's darling. He introduced an importance element, internal struggle into English. The play, Dr. Faustus, Hamlet, and the Heart of Darkness saw internal struggle of characters. Thomas Ness called Marlowe poor disease, poor disease. What is poor disease Kate Marlowe? S.C. Swinburne, in his Contemporaries of Shakespeare, state that Marlowe, Greene, Pili are three gifted men who have been thus bracketed by such critics as in 300 years. Works of Marlowe, Tamburlaine the Great, 1587. It is a play in two parts based on the life of Central Asian Emperor Timur. The play was entered into stationer register in 1590. Both parts are published together in single black letter October in 1590 by printer Jones. Richard Jones. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. We have next Jew of Malta, 1589 to 90. Jew of Malta, the play opens with a prologue narrated by Macquill. Macquill is a caricature of author Machiavelli. Macquill explains that he is presenting a tragedy of J who has become rich by following Machiavelli's teachings. Barabbas is Christian hating merchant of Malta receives in his country house a party of merchants who report the arrival of several vessels laden with wealth from east. At the same time, there three Jews arrived to announce for an important meeting at the Senate with Governor Fernandez. The point of the meeting was that the Turkish master Malta demanded the overdue payment, which Turkish signior purposely lets the payment lapse over a period of years, so that the Maltese will have a choice of either payment or surrender. Next, next we have next play we have Dr. Faustus, 1592. Dr. Faustus is uh, John John George Faust, a German alchemist, astrologer, and magician in real life. Full title of play: The Tragical History of Life and Death of Dr. Faustus. Its first performance was in 1592 but was published in 1609. It is written in 5 acts. Dr. Faustus is a talented German scholar who who was born of ordinary parents in Rhodes, Germany. In the prologue, the chorus introduced the story of Dr. Faustus. Dr. Faustus is compared a Greek mythological character named 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 Icarus in prologue and Wagner in the servant of Dr. Faustus. Before he before he turns to magic, he was considered to study logic, medicine, law, religious means theology. He learned everything he could learn. All of these things left him unsatisfied. So now he turns to magic. A good and bad angel arrive, represented Faustus' choice between the Christian conscience and a path to domination, respectively, while the former advises him to leave off the pursuit of magic. The latter tempt him for this. From two fellow scholars, Veldus and Cornelius. Faustus learns the fundamental of the black art as arts. Faustus summons Miso, Mephistopheles and asks him to appear in the shape of Franciscan friar. Foster sells his soul in exchange for 24 years of power with Mephistopheles as a servant to his every whim. Foster signed the deal, writing with his own blood. The word homo fuse. Very important. The word homo fuse, flyman, appears on his arm and Faustus is seized by his fear. The good angel tells him to repent while the evil angel tells him to stick to his wicked ways. Lucifer, the ruler of hell, promises Dr. Faustus to show him hell. Mephistopheles replies all the questions of Dr. Faustus, except who made the world, because he says that the answer to this question is against our kingdom. Faustus explored the heavens and the earth from a chariot drawn by dragons, and is now flying to Rome, where the feast honoring at the Saint Peter is about to be celebrated. At Rome, he makes himself invisible and plays a series of tricks, and he disrupts the Pope's banquet by stealing food and boxing Pope's ears. After this, he travels through the courts of Europe with his fame spreading everywhere. He is called often the German Emperor Charles V, and who asked Faustus to allow him to see Alexander the Great. Faustus impressed him, and conjuring Alexander's image. Here Faustus also hum, humili, humi, humiliate, humiliates a knight named Benvolio. When when Benvolio and his friend try to avenge the humiliation. Faustus asked his devils to hunt them and transform them so that horns grow on their head. Horns grow on from this. Faustus then plays tricks on a horse courser. Faustus sold his own horse to him and asked not to take it to water, but when uh, horse coursers take it into the water and to know the truth, it turns into a heap of straw. Faustus is then invited to the court of Duke Wen Wenholt, where he performs various feats. There Faustus met all his earlier victims but sent them on their way. When 24 years of deal came close, Faustus asked Mephistopheles to call a Helen of Troy, the famous beauty of ancient old. An old an old man argues Faustus to repent, but he drives him away. On the final night before the expirations of the deal, Faustus is overcome by fear and remorse, and at the midnight a host of devils appear and carries his soul off to hell. Not necromancy means the study of dead soul. A 20th century theater's directors Jerzy Jerzy Grotowski produced Dr. Faustus. Dr. Faustus for his theater laboratory in Opole, Poland in 1963. The plot was reduced to single scene in which Faustus on his deathbed is arguing with his student. He also presented doubt Mephistopheles, replacing good and evil angel. Historia 1 D. John John Faustin was the first book about the Faust published in 1587. Dr. Faustus, published in 1947, is also novel by German writer Thomas Mann. Thomas Mann, Dr. Faustus, 1947. Faust is written by Goethe in German and Louis Macnish translated it into English. An Irish Faustus is a book Lawrence Durrell in 1963. An Irish Faustus is a book by Lawrence Durrell in 1963. Importance quotes from the Dr. Faustus. The reward of sin is death. That is hard if we say that we have no sin. Was this the face that launched the thousand sheep? Come, come, Helen, come, make me immortal with a kiss. Cut it the cut it the branch that might have grown full strength. Hero and Leander, very important. Hero, Leander, George, Christopher Marlowe. 1593. It is an epic poem, Marlowe, And Hero and Leander is a Greek myth relating the story Hero and priestess of Aphrodite, and Leander is a young man from Abydos. Leander fell in love with a hero, would swim every night across the Hellespont to be with her. Hero would light a lamp at the top of her tower to guide his way. Hero allows Leander to love her, but one stormy winter night, the waves tossed Leander in the sea, and the breeze blew out Hero's light. Leander lost his way and was drowned. Hero, Hero saw his dead body and threw herself over the edge of tower to her death to be with him. The poem remained unfinished but later completed George Chapman in 1598. There is a depiction of homosexual affection between Leander and Neptune in the poem. Shakespeare's Venus and Adonis is based on Marlowe's Hero and Leander, 1593. Edward II, 1594. Full title: The Troublesome Reign and Lamentable Death of Edward II, King of England, with the tragical fall of Mortimer. There is a depiction of homosexual affection between Edward II and Gravestone in the play. Frederick Bowes elaborates the homosexual relation of Edward and Gravestone. Marlowe found the material of this play from Raphael Holinshed the Chronicles, 1587. The play was published in 1594 after the death of Marlowe. The play starts with the recall of Edward's second favorite Piers Gaveston from the exile and ends with the excretions of Martiner Jr. by Edward III for the Edward II's murder. murder. When the Edward II gains the throne and he recalls Graveston from exile, ग्रेप्स्टन है ना सॉरी गेप्स्टन ठीक है Gaveston's plans to delight the king by entertaining him as music and poetry is his delight. Therefore, I'll have Italian mask by night. Upon the Gaveston's re-entry into the court, Edward gives him in this manner. So we find the play ends with the Martiner's death, Isabella's imprisonment, and Edward's third taking the throne. Shakespeare's Richard II and III are based on Edward II of Marlowe. Edward IV is written by Charles Ross, published in 1974. Digo, Queen of Carthage, 1593. Next we have other minor works of Marlowe. The first book of Lucan, Ovid's Amores Masquerade at the Ferries, the Tragedy of Guage, unfinished, 1593, the passionate shepherd to his love poem, a famous line, the come live with me and be my love. This line also appeared in the Shakespeare sonnet to sundry notes of music. Translation Lucan's Lucan's Pharsalia from Latin. Next we have Thomas Nash. We have Thomas Nash. This is and Thomas Nash is the last one of the last university wits. Thomas Nash 1567 1601. He was a pamphlet, pamphleteer, poet, dramatist, author of Unfortunate Travel or The Life of Jack Milton, the first picaresque novel in English. He was educated at University of Cambridge, and in 1589 he wrote Anatomy of Absurdity, the preface to Green's Menaphone. He wrote preface to Thomas Newman's unauthorized edition of Astrophel versus Astrophil. Pierce Penilly's his supplication to the devils, a satire focused on the seven deadly sin, was Nash's most distinctive work. Somers' The Last Will and Testament is his picaresque novel. Dido, the Queen of Carthage, it is supposed a collaborative work with Christopher Marlowe. On The Unfortunate Travels, the life of the Jack Milton, Jack Wilton, 1594. It is a picaresque novel set during reign of Henry VIII of England. Jack Wilton is a page serving in army of King Henry VIII of England when his adventures begin. Jack tries to his subservience to the captain and pursued the officer that the best means of getting ahead in the army is to turn a spy and seek valuable information to the king. Henry Hogarth, Jarl of Surrey, functions as a sustained travel partner of Jack Wilton, and both journeys to Italy to fulfill his years of place and to defend the honor of his beloved Geraldine, Geraldine in a tournament. At the end of play, Jack and his newlywed Diamond flee out of the Sodom of Italy, back towards the English encamp, encamp, encampment in France, where the story of first began. God, this is the fault that hath called me hath called me hither, hither, not true Italian, but will honor me for it. Revenge is the glory of arm and highest performance of value. value क्या value oration by the cut oration cut wolf. So all these are seven writers belong to university wits. So today ओके थैंक यू आज के लिए नेक्स्ट हम लोग करेंगे अगला थैंक यू